Greetings everybody, I am Lobo and welcome to episode 43 of my Minecraft survival series. Now, starting off today's episode, the first thing I want to do is make sure no more villagers get caught up in our fence here. So what I was thinking was we could probably use trapdoors, and it just occurred to me that this thing's surrounded by pressure plates, and when I jump out, yeah, that's going to get annoying because I walk on this thing all the time. Onward to plan B. And plan B is going to be a light source down here at the bottom with a cobblestone wall on top of that. And I think that should work. That should work. The light source is really only for looks, just to keep some of this kind of illuminated at night. I'm not really too worried about mob spawning on here because it's non-spawnable. It's all pressure plates and stuff like that. So the next thing I want to get into is we need to get the villagers out of our fence before we actually go around this whole thing and do that. So let me go ahead and see if we can get this guy to bob on out of here. Okay, maybe if we do that at the bottom, maybe not. So yeah, we need this guy to bob, kind of, and that is the weakest bob I've ever seen, my friend. Okay, well, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got some bobbing action now. We got some bobbing. So I need you to bob a little bit higher. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we can just push you right on out of here. A little help on your end would be great, but if you're not going to give that to me, I may have to just go ahead and do this. I can't believe you're making me tear down my wall just to get you out of it. All right, get down on the ground. Don't come up here anymore. That's not your place. All right, let's go ahead and do that all the way around. Now, as far as our friend goes, who's been hanging out precariously close to the edge of this elevator shaft, I think we're going to make this just a little bit safer for him before we pop him on out of there. So let's go ahead and see if we can kind of coax him out. I have no idea how this guy even got down here to begin with. It's just craziness. But if you could like bob up and then kind of walk this way up this path, that would be super awesome. Okay, right now, basically what I'm doing is just alternating water sources, getting this guy to float higher and higher in our like little water pillar here contained by slime. I think this should be the last one, and he should go ahead and get out. You've been pretty cooperative so far, so just go. And now get off my wall. Just don't come back. Okay. Oh man. Okay, hopefully that's the last we have of villagers inside the wall. I'm gonna try to make this thing a little bit less inviting. Okay, so we just want to prevent them from kind of phasing through the corners here into the spaces in between, and also from phasing into our mine area like this guy right here would do if I probably logged out and logged back in right now. So we need to go on and get him out of there. These guys like to cram themselves into every little nook and cranny in this wall, like every little alcove. They push themselves into it, and they do not want to leave. They like, I don't know. I don't know if they push themselves so far into it that it thinks they're in another block when we reload this area. But yes, okay, let's go ahead and block this thing off before he ends up over here. Okay, so hopefully that takes care of the villagers phasing through this wall. And I honestly don't know why they were trying to in the first place. You see, this guy's still attracted towards it, and there's nothing really over there for them. Like there's just maybe the doors on Donkey's house over there, or the doors on the enchanted pickaxe. Those are the only thing I can think of. Those are the only doors that are over there now. Like we had more doors in this area right here a while back when we were trying to encourage breeding, but those have been gone for a long time. And I just don't know what's actually attracting them to that wall or to whatever is on the other side of that wall. Yeah, I don't know. They won't tell me. I've been asking. Anyway, let's move on to our project for today right here, the House of Leaves, because it needs an interior. Now, step one of the interior, we need to get a layout in here. We need to get a layout in place, and I think what we're going to do is have a stair set over here. Not a slime block stair set, but like an actual stair set over here that kind of goes around this way. We'll take care of the redstone when we do that. It's going to lead over here to the balcony. I think we also might put a bedroom up here for the proprietor of this establishment. And other than that, like I want to have this area pretty much open so we can beeline it for the House of Leaves when we need to get anything from there, any leaves, vines, etc. And over here, I think we'll maybe make additional living area, maybe a dining room or a kitchen. I don't know. But you know, what I want to do right now is just kind of work this out, get like actual flooring in here, because You guys probably don't see what I see. You guys probably see slime blocks. So I'm going to try to make this a little more finished, I guess. All right, so this should give you a better idea of what I was just talking about. If we come out here and just come in through the main entrance, I'll kind of show you what's going on out here. So we have some flooring in place right here. We have a stair set in place that's going to circle around like that. This is the main thing we want access to right here, the actual House of Leaves, where we can actually come in and collect our resources when we need to do that. We'll have to fix this area up again. Like, we'll have to make that look a little bit nicer. That shouldn't be a big deal. But, you know, I just kind of want to show you guys around real quick so that way you have a better idea of what I was just talking about in that last clip. So for the walls, what I want to do is I want to have this light gray terracotta line the walls here, which kind of looks pink, but it goes with the purplish looking light blue exterior walls. And they're about 3 thick. So, I mean, these are thick walls right here. And I kind of like that. I kind of like having the option of painting the interior walls, being able to change the color without changing the entire building, you know? So I'll work more on that in a second. Just make yourself at home. So we already talked about what's going to go on in here. There's no real need to get more into it than that. We'll talk about more when we actually start decorating in here. But let's go ahead and go upstairs now to our balcony right here. And I think we're going to leave these doors open for the most part, just to have it more airy in here. And the view out here, it's better than it was last episode. It's not as good as it will be by the end of this episode. But if we come around this way, we're going to have 2 small rooms here. I think one will probably be a bedroom, one an office for the proprietor of this establishment. And for the walls on the second floor, I think we're going to go with a white terracotta just to offer some visual interest to it, some variety. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get the walls in place now, and I'll be back in just a minute. Walls are up. We've added some molding along the perimeter of the ceiling here just to kind of give it a little bit more visual interest, and I think that could look pretty decent. We'll kind of decide. So you see we have this open area up top though, and that to me seems like it might be the perfect place for an attic. Because I do like my attics. It gives me a lot of additional storage space. So I think what we're going to do is make a way to get up here. And back here seems like the perfect spot to do that. If we add like kind of a ladder going up from this back room right here. Why can I not place? There we go. We should be able to come up here and get a little bit of additional storage space. I may have to move the ladder because it's going to be very hard to get up here once the floor is actually in place. So speaking of that, I need to go ahead and get a floor in place. Okay, so we have something that kind of resembles an attic now. This is not going to be a well-traversed area, so I think I'm just going to leave it at this for right now. We'll come in and add some chests later when we actually need some storage space in here. But I think you know, overall this is, you know, we can work with this. So let's go ahead and get down here. The next thing we need to worry about is, let me go ahead and close this. Next thing we need to worry about is lighting. So you can see right here, we have lighting in this area, just a pumpkin under a trapdoor. That should keep this room fairly well lit. And what I want to do for the rest of the area, we'll kind of go through everything and I'll show you my little lighting tricks. So I guess we'll start up here with the simplest thing. So we have jack-o'-lanterns in the wall. We can throw paintings over those to maintain the light source, but also hide it. So now we just gotta find a painting that we want, which is easier said than done. You know what? We'll come back to the paintings. We'll come back to them. In the entryway here, we're just gonna do the standard carpet trick where you cover the light source with the carpet because we need to wipe our feet off when we come in here anyway. You know, we need to keep this place all clean. Right here, we want to have our dining room table. So I think what we're going to do is just place our dining room table modules over this jack-o'-lantern, and we'll go ahead and kind of get this dining room set up. We'll put some little chairs around this to sit in, just so it gives more the appearance of a dining room table, you know? And when you can do something like this, when you can like work your light sources like a functional thing in here, in addition to having this little decorative piece, I think that's pretty cool, you know? So if you guys are wondering like how this actually works, it's very simple wiring. We just have the redstone torch running into repeaters, running into the jack-o'-lanterns, which power the pistons. Now this area right here is still a little dark, so what I want to do right here is add a little table lamp. So what we need to do is power this block right here. So if we pop this out, I think we should be able to get a lever right up in here, and we can go ahead and do something like that. And that works for that. So that keeps that area lit up. We want to get rid of all the torches, basically. We don't want any torches in this house. So I've pretty much wrapped up the interior of the House of Leaves because, you know, there wasn't too much to this. We don't have a lot of room to work with. But if we come out here, you can see it is nighttime, so this should help us make sure we get enough lighting in here once all the torches are gone, and this is the last one. But I think we may actually leave that there for now because I'm not sure about this block right here. We'll have to come up with a solution for that. But let's start in here, where you guys have already seen our little dining room table where the guy that owns this place eats. He also, since this is a business, he has a little work area back here as well. So we got his little chair right here. We have his little desk right there. You know, it's kind of cozy. I just want it to be a little bit more cozy in the backstage area than it is up front. That is attic access. That has not changed since we did that. But if we go upstairs, we'll take the upstairs next. And we finally found a painting that works. Well, actually, what we had to do was make the wall work with the painting. So we brought that out a little bit. But, you know, I think that looks nice. It kind of frames it fairly well. And if we head out here to our balcony, what I've done to keep this area non-spawnable was I added some carpet. Because, you know, this area here, this is lit by the light behind the paintings on either side. I could not find a good place to put lighting out here. So I think we're just gonna keep carpet to keep this area non-spawnable. And I need to fix the floor. And if we head over here, we can see we have our little office space right here. And the plants are dead in here because Zampano works downstairs, so he never comes in here. We have his little bed right here. And I think that's about it for the second floor. If we head on down to the first floor, we can actually see the shop area. And I left this little area a little bit more open because we want to be able to traverse it quickly, unlike the living areas off to the side and up the stairs. For lighting down here, we've hidden that under a chest because chests are also transparent. Lights will pass through them. We have light behind the desk right there, and of course underneath the carpet right here. Now on the walls, we have the items that we can get from this farm back here, which is the actual House of Leaves where we have all our useful items. But yeah, I think overall this place is actually looking pretty decent. So now that we have the interior done of this, we have the exterior done of this, we have our big automatic tree farm pretty much done. What this area could really use is some landscaping. So what I'm thinking we could stand to do is run our retaining wall along this hill right here, get that all buttoned up. We could also probably stand to extend our road and do a little bit of yard work. So how about at this point, we put on some music and have a really good look up my nose. I am so sorry about that. I ran into the wall. Yeah, let's put on some music and get that taken care of. So, zombie on the roof, we're definitely going to have to figure out where that guy came from, because we cannot have zombies on roofs dropping down on our villagers. I guess let's head up in, nope, get away, stop it, ow, I said stop it, just leave me alone. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys caught what just happened. Like, a zombie spawned on our roof, okay? And I was gonna head up there and check it out, and then lightning struck and all havoc broke loose. We got these guys, that's the second one. This is the third one up here. If we could take these guys out without them being aware that we're shooting arrows into their faces, that would be awesome. All right, so that's 3 down. There's 4, right? They come in packs of 4. Oh man, this is so scary right now. Where's the 4th one? Oh man, Watchdog, did you see the 4th guy? Where's the 4th guy? Where did that zombie come from anyway? He started all this. I mean, this is half slab, okay? This is half slab. This should all be half slab and stair. I don't know where that zombie spawned. Where's the 4th guy? What is happening right now? This is nuts. Right now, I'm just spam clicking the torches, trying to see if I can find a full block to place one down on. Nope. That's just a wall. Yeah, I think... There we go. There we go. That's where our zombie spawned right there. So we can fix that and avert a future zombie apocalypse. That's gonna be nice. I never found the 4th guy, but I got the 3 zombie horses all saddled up and ready to take over to our stable. This guy is floating in midair. He thinks he's cool. He is super cool. All skeleton horses are just super cool anyway. This guy doesn't seem to have much health though, and he's not super great in the way of jumping, but that's okay because he's a skeleton horse. He gets bonus points for that anyway. So these are going to be your new friends. I hope you guys get along. I hope you're not going to be a troublemaker. You know, we're getting you away from that bad crowd that you were riding in with when you came in here. So yeah, just make yourself at home. I'm gonna go bring your friends over. So I got my final skeleton horse right now. Again, not a great jumper, kind of a bummer. It's not their fault though. I think they're just a little malnourished because I can't even say they're skin and bone. They're just plain old bone. So you know what? We're gonna nurse them back to health. This is the second guy. He is a slightly better jumper than the other two. But again, you know, he needs a little tender loving care, you know? So I hope you guys enjoy it here with your new friends. I hope you guys get along with, you know, Skullberry and Bananas. We have to come up with names for these guys as well. We'll have to think of some. But yeah, back to work. Welcome back, everybody. We have made some changes to this place, so I'll kind of take you through it real quick. So you see we added some areas where we're going to be building some stuff in the future. I don't know what exactly is going to be right here yet. I don't know exactly what's going to be up there. We got this area right here that's going to lead to what is going to be our gardening center / dye farm area. That's actually going to join up with the tree farms over here. We're going to have this whole area for our plant, flower, and tree-based resources. So we can get all those from this general area right here, which I think will be pretty cool and convenient. If we head down this way though, you can see that I've kind of waited until nighttime again to start recording. I don't know why I do that. It's not on purpose. It's just that during the day, it's so much easier to get stuff done. And then I'm like, okay, cool, we can record now, and then it's already night. You guys have already seen it here. We're not going to go through the House of Leaves again because the interior is not the main attraction, according to the villagers. I even added this side yard for them, thinking they might enjoy this. You know, I mean, we put this thing down thinking they might come down and enjoy it, but no, it's all about the windowsills. Like, this guy, look at him. It's all about the windowsills of the House of Leaves. I don't know what attracts these guys to what they're attracted to, but I don't know what to say about them. But I think overall this place is coming together fairly well, and if we run through here real quick, you can kind of start seeing what it's going to ultimately look like, which is pretty cool. I do feel like as we round that corner though, we're missing something on this side. So what we could probably do is maybe add another tree over there. Yeah, let me see if I can work that out real quick. So I kind of feel like I want to weigh down the branches, like kind of put leaves hanging off just to make them look a little heavier, you know, just to make the branches look a little heavier. I don't really have a whole lot of experience with custom trees. That's the thing. So we'll come back when we get a little bit more experience and we'll kind of pretty them up a little bit. I think we might want to do something about the hedges as well, because I don't like having the same leaves used for the hedges and the trees. So we might have to change some stuff up about that. I'm going to have to put some thought into it though. What I want to do though is I know that we can do something about the hedges right now, and that's do what we did over here and not have just plain leaf hedges. We can add some flowers and stuff in there like that. So I'm thinking, since we've already used a couple of these, what we'll probably do, we haven't used any sunflowers yet, so maybe we'll just go ahead and get a few sunflowers and also a random bed to bring over there. Okay, so slight issue with that plan. They're always going to face in that direction, which isn't going to work for me. Yeah, maybe we'll just go with roses. All right, we'll scoop up the random bed. We'll put him right here because we're going to be using him next episode, and we'll get some roses. I like this. This is convenient. All right, so I think we're just going to do something like that. We're going to get this side of the road done, and I think we're going to call it for today. As we come through here, like, we can also do this side of the road. We can do pretty much the same thing over there and add a little bit more variety over there, but I think that looks a ton better than just having the plain leaf block hedges, you know? I think this place is looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I want to hear your opinions, though. Tell me what you think. And yeah, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and check out the view from our balcony, which is ever improving. I think this is looking a ton better than the last time we looked at it, which looked a ton better than the time we looked at it before then. So, you know, this place just keeps getting better and better. Don't you think, Cookie? What's your opinion? Do you... Well, I guess you can't really enjoy the view because you got all these creepy guys watching you through the window. Anyway... That is all the time I have for today. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean so very much to me. If you want to see more, please consider subscribing. And as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.